What's going on, you guys? It's Andy. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to discuss Colby Covington and Leon Edwards. I'm going to give you my official prediction for the fight. I know I'm doing it weeks early. I know the fight is going to be happening middle of December, but I am super excited for this fight and I want to talk about it right now. I have looked into both guys. I've watched both of their guys' last fights, last couple fights. It's kind of hard for Colby Covington because Colby Covington hasn't fought in over a year and a half. It's kind of hard to gauge where Colby Covington really is when it comes to his fighting. I mean, obviously his fighting abilities are great, but when your last opponent is Jorge Masvidal, who is currently retired and not really a great competitor, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to gauge where you are at as a fighter when that's your last guy, that's the last guy you beat, and he's no longer even in the UFC, right? Versus Leon Edwards, you see that he faced Kamaru Usman, and he dominated Kamaru Usman in that second fight, and he was able to knock him out, obviously, in the first fight. We know this already. And it's kind of easier to see where Leon Edwards is at because that was just in March. That's more recent than Colby Covington. Colby Covington fought in March of last year in 2022 against Jorge Masvidal. That was the last time we ever seen Colby Covington in the ring. But I looked at both fights, and I looked at some other stuff for Colby Covington too, and I'm picking Leon Edwards to win this fight. And here's the reason why. I'm basing it off of Kamaru Usman. I'm kind of treating Kamaru Usman like he's Colby Covington. What is he good at? What is he not? I feel like they're both evenly matched, in my opinion. Colby Covington and Kamaru Usman are evenly matched. But I think Kamaru Usman is a little bit of a better fighter, in my opinion. Maybe not right now. Actually, right now, maybe. He might be, because we saw against this fight against Khamzat Chimaev, and he looked fantastic, right? But Colby Covington, to me, is a better grappler. I know that might be an unpopular opinion, maybe, to some people, or some people might disagree with that. But I think that Colby Covington, with the relentlessness of his takedowns, I think that his grappling is better just because of that he's more aggressive in that department. You know, Kamaru Usman, even though, yes, does he like to take people down or try to take people down? Absolutely, he did. And that's what he tried to do against Leon Edwards. But guess what happened? That failed. But I think Colby Covington is going to go into this fight and try to really grapple with Leon Edwards. He's going to try and take him down. It's going to be numerous takedown defenses. And I believe that he's going to be unsuccessful in a lot of those takedown defenses. I think Leon Edwards is going to be able to keep this on the feet. And I see this as a huge disadvantage for Colby Covington. I think that Leon Edwards is a lot when I mean a lot better, I mean a lot better at striking than Leon Edwards. I think, in my opinion, Leon Edwards is probably one of the best strikers in the division, and he's just completely on a whole nother level compared to Colby Covington. And Colby Covington is a great striker. He's a pretty good striker. He's not great, but he's a good striker. You know, you saw his fights against Kamaru Usman. He was piecing him up. He was doing a hell of a job. Like, Colby Covington, even though it was a little sloppy, he definitely can land some really good punches, and he has a very solid jab, and he was landing again, especially in that first fight. And I understand that was 4 years ago, but his first fight against Kamaru Usman, that jab was looking really clean, and his striking always looks really good, and he has a lot of it's a lot of output for Colby Covington. When I watch Colby Covington fight, he throws a lot of punches, and it's glaringly obvious. But there's a problem with that. When you're fighting a guy who, this is probably the best striker that Colby Covington has ever faced, in my opinion. I think he's going to get caught. I think that he's going to get caught by something. I don't know what it's going to be. And I don't know if it's going to be a head kick. I don't know if it's going to be a straight right down the middle. It could be anything. But I think he's going to get caught. I think he's going to get caught. I'm predicting a finish for Leon Edwards in the later rounds, or I'm predicting a close decision victory or a finish, but I think he's going to get a finish later on in the fight. I think he's going to get a third round TKO victory over Kamaru. I think Leon Edwards will get a TKO victory over Colby Covington. That's what I believe is going to happen. It's going to be a very good fight, though. You know, because I could be completely wrong, but I'm really banking on the striking of Leon Edwards being significantly better than Colby Covington's. Colby Covington just throws a lot. He's just really super aggressive on the feet. And I understand that. And listen, there's going to be a lot of moments in this fight where it's going to be on the feet mostly, because I think that Leon Edwards, his takedown defense is top tier. I think that Colby Covington or Leon Edwards has the best takedown defense, or one of the best takedown defenses in that division specifically. You saw it firsthand against Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is a great grappler. Even though he doesn't submit people, he's able to take him down. You know what I mean? And that's what he did to a lot of those guys in his run. But in this fight, listen, Leon Edwards, his grappling defense is fantastic. I have to say that it is glaring that, in my opinion, listen, Colby Covington might get a few takedowns maybe, but I think for the most part, this is going to stay on his feet. And that's where Leon Edwards strives the most, especially against a guy like Colby Covington, where I can definitely see him get caught by something. Don't know what it will be, but I know he's going to get caught by a big-time strike, and it's going to put him down, and it probably take only a few more shots. And I think Leon Edwards will walk out victorious against Colby Covington. My God, I keep messing their names up. Shit. But I think it's going to be, listen, I said months ago when this fight was announced that this was going to be an extremely competitive fight, and that could be the case, and I can definitely see this go to a decision, and it could be a close decision victory for either guy. I can definitely see it go that way, but Colby Covington, to me, his striking lacks. And I understand that we haven't seen him over a year and a half, and maybe he's worked on that, but how much better is Colby Covington really getting? Like, how much better is he really getting? He is, I believe, 35, 36 years old. I mean, I understand, listen, even at that age, you can still be you can get better. But how much better, though? How much better? Especially against a guy who he's never faced, who is a lot different from the other guys he's faced. Listen, Jorge Masvidal, you can say, a lot of people are like, oh, dude, Jorge Masvidal is the best striker he's ever won against. But Jorge Masvidal was a shell of his former self when he fought Colby Covington. That is not the Jorge Masvidal of 2019. Last year, Jorge Masvidal was nothing compared to what he was in 2019. You know, Jorge looked a lot slower. He looked a lot like, just his strikes did not have the same amount of power that he did back in 2019. When you saw his fight against Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, you know, he looked fantastic. That striking was top tier. You know what I mean? And 3 years later, 3 years goes by, and that's a lot of time. You know what I mean? Where you're not really, you know, in my opinion, Jorge Masvidal definitely aged. And you saw that specifically in his fight against Colby Covington. And I really do believe that Colby Covington is going to have a tough time against Leon Edwards, because Leon Edwards is by far the best striker that Colby Covington has ever went against. Colby Covington has never faced a striker like Leon Edwards. I understand, I might be overrating Leon Edwards' striking, but Leon Edwards is listen. We saw what he did last fight against Kamaru Usman. He was able to keep him at bay with the leg kicks. He was able to keep him at bay, and he was able to dominate him on the feet, and that's how he's able to win these rounds. And I think that's what's going to happen with Leon Edwards and Colby Covington. And I think I think he's going to catch him. And Colby Covington's chin is a little suspect. And we saw even in that Jorge Masvidal fight, he got caught big time and almost got dropped. I mean, he rocked him big time. I believe he caught him with a left hook, if I'm not mistaken, and he rocked him. You know what I mean? And that doesn't look great. Not only that, the fight before with Kamaru Usman, the second time, he got knocked down twice in that fight. And then obviously in the first fight, he got knocked out and he got TKO'd. And listen, the stoppage is a little iffy, but still, he got dropped. And he continuously got dropped. And that chin is a little suspect. And if Leon Edwards is able to connect big time with a clean shot, I think Leon Edwards is going to be able to win this fight. And I think he's going to win this fight by TKO in the third round. I think he's going to be able to catch him in the later rounds. I think at first it's going to be a feeling out process, obviously. I don't think he's going to be able to catch him early. I think Colby is going to go to the takedowns early on, especially in those first two rounds. But I think with him struggling to get the takedown against Leon Edwards, I think that it's going to leave him open for a big time shot, and Leon Edwards is going to put him down, and I think he's going to win. I'm picking Leon Edwards to win by TKO in the third round. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys think is going to win this fight? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys soon in another video. Peace out.